we need not go through this. I think we had stopped the last time by Lady Wonder. And we talked about the fact that why some women may not have been interested in being part of the Calypso tent fraternity because of the different opportunities that will have been available to them in the society regarding different jobs and different careers at the time. We talked about that. We also talked about the fact that for a woman to be seen in a Calypso tent during that period was not the best thing for her because of the negative stigmatism attached to Calypso and the Calypso tent during that period. And we talk about Lady why is this on my screen? All right, okay. We talk about Lady Trinidad from 1935, and it took 14 years from when the first commercialized tent was opened in 1921 until 1935 for the first woman to be involved in that. So, and why not moving now?
Hit enter, see what happened.
No.
You have arrows on your keyboard?
Yeah.
Hit the right arrow and see if it moves.
Nope. I got some zombie today, but
once again, the machine too fancy. One sec.
all right, I think I get them. No. All right. I went through all this early. All right, we talk about it. I think this is very important in terms of history, because there's a notion that one organization like to push the here that the Calypso Queen competition really started in 1985, where in truth and in fact, the first one was held in 1969, and there was a lapse between 1980, I think, to 85. Then NJAC and NWAC started the Queen in 1985, their version of the Queen. And then Tuco had its own version in the year 2000. So the issues that, based on the research I did, that I encountered, gender issues, perceived as a novelty in the tent, relation to selection, appearance fees, positioning on the show, mode of dress, sexual objects. One of the early ads, newspaper ads for the tent, Lal Pasatan, a businessman from South, East Indian businessman who was heavily involved in the promotion of the Queen competition. There's a picture of him. We did a very serious bit of work in ensuring that the Calypso Queen competition continued. And again, in South, because again, he was from South. The first Queen contest was held in 26th of January, 1969, won by Calypso Rose. And Lady Excellence came second, but the other people involved were Calypso Princess, Calypso Jane, and Lady Empress. Apart from Rose, the other person who became quite popular was Calypso Princess. Although Empress and Excellence and Jane did sing in Calypso tents, but they didn't gain the prominence as Calypso Princess gained and Calypso Rose. First prize was $200. Oh, sorry, Lady Empress came second. I said Excellent, but Lady Empress. And we talk about the return show that Rose did not compete in because she felt that that was unnecessary. And that was held the following Saturday at SWWT Hall. In that instance, Lady Excellence came first and Princess came second. And Lady Empress, I don't know, she didn't place. So one show she came second, and the next show she was out. The top rankings. Another ad or advertising, and again, this ad is to show that the Queen show could not be advertised on its own. It had to be in collaboration with the Calypso tent to get some kind of patronage. And here we had it. If you look on top, National Calypso Queen Contest, February 12, 1974, at Skinner Park. And below you had the full ad of the review tent. Another ad from the Queen show. And this is an ad in 1978. And inviting women to join the competition. Enter now with Sil Taylor, the original Young Brigade, or Lal Pasatan at Broadway Restaurant, San Fernando. Appearance fee $100. Rehearsal on Wednesday at the OYB tent. Another ad, again, showing that the Queen show still had to be advertised another show with another tent to gain prominence. And we had this one from 2001 when NWAC and then Jack will play tribute to Delroy Daisy, James McLean, Panis, a Pan of Pan. I think it was Daisy was with, I remember, I think it was All Stars or Desperados, not sure. Can't remember that one. Okay, Calypso Rose, Calypso Queen on 6 occasions, 1969, 74, 75, 76, 77, and 78. That's when they had a little lapse between that time until NWAC took it up in 85. Funeral Calypso Monarch in 78, and Road March Monarch in 78 and 77 and 78. Some of the hits, Fire Me Wire, Do Them Back, The Pudding, Give Me More Tempo, I Thank Thee, Leave Me Alone. And then we had Calypso Queen, Francine, 72, 73, 81, and 83. Some of the hits, Every Man is a Man, and also, just to remind you that Francine was a chorus singer with the March of Dimes chorus group before coming up frontline Calypsonian. Some of the other hits, St. Peter Say, Money, Revolutionize Pan, Dope Is Not the Answer, Runaway, the song we just heard, A Call to Woman, and Mass in South. And we have Twiggy, and I did promise to put up she won in 2008, 1985 and 2008. Trustia Tuco for about 20 years now, I think. Calypso Queen, 1986, Lady B. Interesting that Lady B, who made a number of consistent appearances at Fiesta, never made it to the Mardi Gras. I think she made 17 consecutive appearances at Fiesta, but never got the call up for the Mardi Gras. To me, one of those anomalies in the Calypso world, Calypso business over the years. But then we talk about the Blackburn, Calypso Queen in 79, and still the youngest Calypso Queen. And maybe if we want to be kind of argumentative, could say the youngest Calypso monarch in general, because she won at 19 and Sparrow won at 20. So, and actually, what she was 19, she was 17, and Sparrow won his one at 20. So, still interested. So she won in 1979 and 2005. Yeah, and he has some archival footage of Shorty holding up his daughter, Abby. And she's being, strong at 14, I just 17, 14, okay. And she's clung by, Abby is being clung by Calypso Rose, and in the back, next to her is Lady Steele, Lady Gypsy, who came, I think she came, well, Twiggy was second, and Lady Gypsy was third. Yeah. So in 79, Twiggy came second, and Lady Gypsy. The ponytail schoolgirl is a star, and hold up some of her younger siblings. And then you're singing Diane, someone who I feel people don't talk as much about in terms of calypso, but more in terms of soca with the Edwardson and the Brass Circle, but who was a genuine calypso in her own right. She was the calypso queen in 1980 and 84. Major hits, You Got to Give Away. And done with that, ain't eating none of that. I remember You Got to Give Away caused some public discussion. Some women felt that she was kind of devaluing women by so willingly giving away or wanting to give away. And I don't think they really picked up the essence of the song. But you know, Trini. And then we had Lady Wonder, Calypso Queen, 1996 and 97. Original member of the Divas. And I think one of the longest standing female calypsonians to date. I think that group includes like the 70s.
70s, she started in 79.
Yeah, 79, and yes, this is Lady Wonder, Twiggy, in that 70s era.
Abby, Wonder.
Well, Abby, although Abby sang, Abby did go in the 10th. Remember, they had this thing about age, which was so ironic. She was allowed to sing in the competition, but she wasn't allowed to.
Abby sang in Queen Soul with Wonder. We were there.
I know, but she wasn't allowed to sing as a member of the cast. She wasn't advertised as a cast member. Remember, in 86, 87, when Natasha came, that they also had that problem.
Yeah, but I tell you that she sang every night, though, don't worry.
Okay.
Yeah. That was a year.
All right, then Sandra, Calypso Queen, 87. Tuco Calypso Queen, 2000. National Calypso Monarch, 99 and 2003. And Carrie Fester Monarch in 1992. Marvelous Marvel, one of those stalwarts in the business. I've not won a title, but kind of consistently performing. Another member of the United Sisters Tigers who came in late, one of the later ones, came in 1989, I think. But the interesting thing, the first year she came, she went straight to the Masquerade with Pong for Pong and And Marianne, again, a lady who I truly admire as a singer, both as a calypso singer, as an R&B singer, as a vocalist in general, who had a sojourn in the calypso 10, but was mainly more for pop and R&B and those things. This is from 1982, the Calypso Queen in Arima. And Lady Venus, who again was quite popular in the 70s and early 80s, migrated to the USA. And a very popular lady at Review, Lady Irie. She's had the crowd in stitches with her energetic performances. And for her size, she was quite mobile on stage, very mobile. Had some fun. And her husband, another calypsonian, Just Come.
Just Come.
And then East Leno, a lady who had some interesting times in calypso. At the Review, was stopped by Kitchener for singing the song, which cast some negative light on the US and US Embassy, and she refused to obey Kitchener, and well, you know the end of that. You know what, when that happens, you can't, tell the brand master, tell you can't sing this song, or change, get a new song. You do that or you leave the tent. And, you know, he said, no, he stood up for her rights and decided, well, she don't have to sing. Eventually, she left the calypso business and went into gospel singing. But she was a good performer, very good performer. Karen Eccles won in 2004. Remember the Divas singing, but you know, one thing interesting about Karen is that she started singing with soca bands. Soca bands in South, and this band, Maritime, used to sponsor them. Anyway, but I can't imagine Karen singing a soca band and having to do all those whining things, but then again, when you're on stage, things happen. Right, Stacey?
I can believe it.
Okay. You might know more than me. I don't know. Okay. Former trustee at Tuco, original member of the Divas, one of her favorite pictures, I guess.
Yeah.
A long time ago. Lady Splava, four-time Calypso Queen, 88, 89, 90, and 91. Tuco Queen, 2002. Calypso Monarch, 2001. Miss Energy yourself. Then you have Shirley Hendrickson Thomas. Calypso Queen, 98, 99, 2000, and 2001. Original diva.
Original.
Yeah, you had Queen at Hilton in 2004. General Secretary Tuco and also an executive, Classic Russo MC, original member of the Divas. All right, just some listing in terms of the dates and the queens. Although I mentioned it before. The side that interests me is the right side, the promoters. In 69, the promoters review and SYB, and then Lal Pasatan up to 1978. There's no show in 79, and then he continued up to 83. And Mark started in 85 to promote the show. Singing Sonia, I think what year she won? Well, actually, Singing Sonia later on. Okay. But it's when she portrayed a song Shadow made for her, and it was, and she's a good performer, very, you know, and disguise and costuming.
Yeah, drama.
Yes, she and Maria them into that drama thing. Yeah, Sonia was 92.
92, yeah.
Queen Shaka, well, she passed away.
Yeah.
The Macintosh. I could say whatever.
Okay, Queen Chaka?
Yeah.
I missed it.
I didn't hear you.
No, I missed it.
Oh, just let me go back. If I have a picture of her?
Yeah.
No, I didn't. No, not on the file, on my file, but I could. I have one later on. But this thing going with all kind of different. I wait to go the other way, but it didn't take me on.
It's just gone mad now.
Oh Lord. Oh, okay. No. You caused that, you know?
Yeah, I believe so. I apologize.
No, it's just I want to go back. Oh Lord.
But look, my boy, you know.
What you cause there, you mash up the slide, man. I have to find that back. I'll go back. Miss Covey, you still there with us?
Yes, I am.
And Miss Trevin?
I'm a trivial drop off.
How I get back to the I still see that circle thing going on. What? You know, as soon as you come and answer that question, that whole thing going berserk.
Is it me or is it Chaka that do that?
You know what you asked a lot.
Rest, you know?
All the thing going good.
She vexed because you didn't put a picture up, that's why.
Okay, I will get a picture then. Well, can't even get back into it.
What is,
All that happened, the circle of the ball,
well, maybe, I don't know, maybe close it and open it back.
okay. I will leave and come back.
You don't have to leave. Just close it and open it back. Why you want to leave?
I guess.
Hey,
Mm-mm.
so the borders open back up, you know, so you go on.
I will try and do it again and see how it works out.
Okay.
They're going right back up.
Right, so come back down now.
Christian, don't ask you anything again. Just let me run my program. You just all right, thanks. Anybody else joined us besides Corey and
It's your same cast from 8th December 2020.
so who missing? Katie, what? Trevin, Roxanne.
Roxanne.
Mm. Okay, so we have Queen Shaka. So I got to put your Queen Shaka for you next time. All right.
You got nothing for me now?
All right. So this is we come along to the last 10 years when we had Shirling started the decade of the 2001 and then followed by Denise, Heather McIntosh, Denise again, Marva McKenzie, Karen Eccles, Abby Blackman, Karina Shea, Maria Bola, Monique Hector, and then Maria Bola, one of her famous poses. And in 2008, 2009, when Twiggy won, that was the year NWAC and then Jack decided once you've won the competition, you cannot re-enter.
Right,
I
right.
thought the year before with Maria.
No. It's when Twiggy won.
You know
But
why?
Twiggy won already. Twiggy won in 1985.
He
I
was
have a
8 years.
different story.
Okay, well, I know Twiggy won in 85. I don't know what the other story is about. I'm not interested. Not interested. So in 2010, we had Kizzy Reese, Heather McIntosh, 11, Fire Empress in 2012, Joan Foster, 2013, Candice Robinson, 2014. And then we have a picture of Karina Shea, 2011 Calypso Monarch. Highest paid Monarch to date, 2 million.
Yeah.
And 2015 Ife, 2016 Amrika Mutru, 2017 Sasha Ann Moses, 2018 Steve Sobers Abraham, 2019 Natasha Nurse, and 2020 Makeda Darius. And there you have a picture of Stacey Sobers Abraham. Woo! Big in the dance. And you have a younger version of Stacey Sobers Abraham. An original diva. I went sure the diva.
So what am I now?
Still a diva. But I ready to get on like a diva. So a bit of the divas, Calypso Cabaret International, I heard some people had gotten this question wrong in the quiz, but the first female, all-female tent was the Queens, which was in 1992, and they were the Roxy Cinema. They did not last the entire season due to financial reasons. And then Divas came into existence 12 years after in 2004. Okay, how this whole bacchanal started, I went to UE, Center for Gender and Development Studies, to do a lecture on women in Calypso, and there was this challenge that somebody in the audience asked, well, if you're so passionate about this women thing, why you don't form a tent? I said, okay, that sounds like a good idea. But I was already contracted in 2003 to manage the Classic Rousseau tent. So after that, I decided, well, I will take up that offer from October 2003. And that's where this journey began, from UE Gender Affairs to the Calypso tent. Why this? One of the, Deborah John, one of the first journalists who really had an interest, and she ensured every year she would write an article or put pictures of the opening or something about the Divas tent. And this is a historic picture from that day in Hilton Hotel, where the first cast, the original cast of the Divas, on my, well, the Arrows, Tigress, Princess Monique,
Akisha Fanis.
Alicia Panis, Elaine Bogill, Linda Byron, Wanda, Shirley, Gustava,
Mr. Ron.
Imana from Suriname, Sister Ron, Flo PG from Martinique, Keisha Stewart, from up Laventille, Diane Makomi, behind her, so. Can't remember that. Oh, I can't remember that person. This is Lima Calbio, Rudy Moore. What's the name? Jillian Moore. Malcolm Fifi.
Jillian Moore.
Malcolm Fifi. Kevin Harrington. Kenza James. Casey Sobers. What's her name? Cora, she sings Chorus No Review. Karen Eccles and Sinel Dempster in the back there. And who is this person here?
That's Abby behind Karen though.
That's Abby. And who is this person here?
She looks quite here with the white hair. Behind this young girl. Behind Abba. The white hair. The next one.
Oh, okay. Right. I'm not seeing the screen. But who is this person?
Okay. Like one of the chorus.
A chorus person? No, okay. All right. And then on the opening night, and it's some kind journalists we have in the society. No fault of ours. The rain fell, and the big headline, it washed out. But I think it had double meaning with that headline. Which I took up with the journalists. But it shows some the faithful patrons. I guess they were being entertained, so covered, covered their heads and took in the show in spite of the rain. Yeah, Tristan there at Hilton poolside. Then part of the archival material of the first 3 sets of rehearsals. Shirley and Jillian and Lady Wonder, Monique, Afana, Keisha, Stewart, and the chorus being coached by Miss Eccles.
I will that still have one still.
One of the pictures from the first year, that show when Karen sang Going to Be a Genie, Sister Ron, Wanda, Malcolm, Fifi, Tigress. And interesting, people who may not be aware of the divas, what we try to do is to show our artists costumed. So you find most of them wear something, not ordinary clothes in the sense that to represent their song and the theme that they're representing, or even their sobriquet. So you have this kind of theater added to it.
Yep.
And then 2004, Diva Sweep and Rock Queen. First was Karen, then second was Marva McKenzie, but she was not a diva yet. Heather McIntosh was third. Abby Blackman was a diva, came fourth. Twiggy was not, and Serene, and then Kizzy, Money came ninth.
Yeah. Alicia Massey was not a diva yet, but she was a diva.
Eventually, and Karina Ashe came 12th. And one of the better articles we've had about the organization from Terry Joseph in 2005, where he really, what I like is that statement he have here, the cabaret at least wins on costuming of its artists, mass band Genesis providing skimpy outfits for co-hosts to Begonia Naomi and Miami-based Trini, Giselle Liwasi won, and featured acts going the extra mile to present themselves in a variety of outfits ranging in intent from provocative to proper. At this table clearly set out to impress on both visual and vocal levels and achieve its double goal with headroom to spare. And the opening chapter, not that I've seen them all, but from my 2005 Calypso 10 experience to date, Williotti's all-female divas cabaret is easily one of the best shows in town, an eclectic mix of good content, form, femininity, and fashion. And I think that is still appropriate in 2020. You still have the fashion, you still have the femininity, and you still have the form. Right, Kizan? You were showing that Calypso cabaret, Keisha Stewart.
No doubt.
Okay, hail the queen. And again, they continue the costuming, the Wasi one, who's now big and bad in TNT, but Divas put her on the stage in TNT, and she's forever grateful for that. Anywhere in the world she goes, she always talk about that experience. But again, let's add the costuming, how she conducted herself as the MC.
If I'm frightened to intervene, but how you hook up with the Wasi one? How that came to be in?
My normal Miami Carnival visit, and I was at a boat ride, and she was the MC.
All right.
And you know, one thing led to the next, and she ended up in Trinidad for auditions. And actually, she came to sing.
Okay.
Yeah, she came to sing.
30 or something.
She sang a couple nights, but her role was more suited to the MC role. Yeah, she's not the best singer, I must say. But she liked to sing.
You like to sing? You like to sing?
And then Jillian with her Tracy Chapman style, which brought some variety with her, the way she delivers her music. And the crazy one, Hurricane Jean.
Yeah.
Dynamic MC. I think what, so to date, our best MC to date. Not that the others have not been good, but I think she had a special with her monologues and her gender stories and things like that. And plus her brazenness. I mean, she's like a crazy girl. Which is what you need to be an MC. Like how Shirley is. Right, Shirley?
Hello. Yes. I have to be.
Yes, you have to be one of our ushers. So, question: if you miss the levers in that era, did you miss the ushers?
I didn't usher like that, bro. Where's that one? I never get them kind of usher. You know who's usher? Rudolph Buckley. I don't know Rudolph Buckley usher me. That's the next option.
Our ushers, that's what we look like. That's how we do it, you know. We do it Hollywood style.
National.
And to bring some rap soul and different elements, we have just have there for a long time with us.
Yeah.
And then you had some other crazy ones, Chocolate, out of New York. Yeah, Princess Surpriser, Collection and Surpriser, daughter.
Okay.
Yeah, you didn't realize that? Yeah, she
Yeah.
surprised.
Spoken to her, no. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Surpriser, who the old man surpriser?
Yes, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Not from Gary Maro.
Oh, wow, yeah.
That's his daughter.
Okay.
No, Princess Surpriser. And then it's a 2005 picture. We have Surpriser, daughter Abby. I'm standing here. Shunya, this girl. Shunya, Laura, Keisha. You behind Keisha. Sonia, Karen, Naomi, Monique. This one, Delia, Chorus, Kimlin, Chocolate, and Lovey, who died, who passed away a couple of years ago. Lovey.
And Fanex.
And Sanet, yeah. Interesting article from Collier Street, Long Hard Road for Women of Calypso. Again, continue with the struggles. I even forgot this lecture I did. Good thing I'm going back to this. What? I forget this. I have to read over this. Okay, 1999 when we stayed the Miss Universe, women were, some female calypsonians were invited to be part of a show up at Monks in Benedict. If I could identify the ladies who were there, Lady B, Johnson, Lady Paula, no, not Claudia, no, this is, can't remember who this is. But Lady Paula, Johnson, Karen, Bianca Hull, Marvelous Marva, Eunice Peters. Like you? Who? Monique and Surpriser. But who's this lady here?
I'm sure.
No, not Chukunaka. Yeah, but every time I show this picture, people always wonder about the bra.
Up Mount St. Benedict.
up on the mountain.
That's what it is.
Paula didn't have the costume from home, man.
Paula dressed some home, boy.
Paula the costume when she reached.
Paula dressed some home, boy. Okay, that's one of my favorite pictures at the mass camp in 1984 with Sandra and Lady B. That's when I had a beard. Okay, so you feel that no, I had never had beard. Don't even go there. And it was black too.
Actually,
Well, the key word in the sentence was
Was a normal Friday night, Wednesday night by the mass camp with Stalin and Katie always in some argument. And this is when Caribbean Airlines gave out the prizes for the 2017, yes. When Shog lost one, yeah. When for the first, I think the first 6 finalists got airline tickets.
nice.
And then
That recent pick, buddy.
that's for the archive.
Whatever.
But at the end with the reigning monarch, you know.
I hear you, partner.
yeah. Oh, to show by the
Nice pick,
smile.
though.
What's that?
Nice
The
pick,
smile, broad. You're happy, dear?
Eat your heart out, Crystal.
Chris, I'm not going to say Christian and Crystal, buddy.
Hard luck, Crystal. Hard luck.
Nah, I really lucky where I am. No worries, sir.
I not saying I'm lucky. Not easy. So again, back to my group.
And up at the top, you should see end share somewhere.
Yeah. Stop share. I see stop share.
Yeah.
I guess that means the same thing.
Yeah.
More or less.
But you know it might mean the same thing.
Well,
Okay. But you're not coming along this. Oh, right. So we end up with just 3 of us, 4 of us.
Roxanne.
Well, Isha,
now
and
look
Roxanne and Stacy.
this one.
Right here.
I said Roxanne joined us.
Okay.
Good afternoon.
Hi.
They'll come there, no sexy voice over afternoon. They're late.
I know
Yeah.
I'm late.
Yeah,
I
so
have to do the work.
they'll come there, no kind of voice and you hide in the back there.
I'm not hiding
You can hardly see you.
because my room dark.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, Roxy.
And I'm dark, so you know.
All right. Okay. All right, folks. So basically, that's the any questions on anything on the Women in Calypso segment? Issues that we talk about, the gender issues, the Calypso tent issues that I mentioned. Has it changed, you think, over from 1935 to now, or in the last decade? One of the interesting things, though, and it's reflected in the Calypso Fiesta. For the last decade, we have had the most of the women in the Fiesta. Originally, we used to have 2 and 3, up to 19. All right, from the first, Rose being the first one in 1965. And then we had, until 1968, I think we had Francine and Rose. And then we went to the 70s, where we had a consistency of Diane, Rose, Francine, Buzzin B, Lady B. And then in the 80s, we fell off a bit with maybe 4 or 5 women consistently. But from 2000, we at least instead of about 35% of the semifinalists have been women. And the best year, not the best, but the most in any year was 2017, when we had 50% of the semifinalists were women. And after that, we've gone down to about 40 or 45%. But since 2015, we have been over 35% of women in the semifinals, which is really a magnificent historic fact to note, given the fact that in terms of numbers, there are approximately 350 men who are registered as Calypsonians and about 175 women. And if you have that number, and of that 175, only about less than 15% are in the tents, the Calypso tents. Yet you have, on average, 40 to 45% of these women being able to perform and compete and be selected to the semifinals, which is really, to me, the yardstick. I mean, it's great to go to the finals, but the real mettle is, for me, is to survive the tent or the bullpen and make it to the semifinals. Semi-final, on final night, anything can happen. But that semi-final, that road to the semi-final really shows consistency. It shows grit. It shows being able to compete amongst your colleagues, because that's when the judges hear everybody. Whereas for the finals, they only hear 12 or 10 or 16 people. You know, so it's a really, to me, a remarkable thing to be making it to be semifinals. Right? Any comments, questions? I haven't seen Miss Curry face today. Miss Curry, let me see your face. Where's she gone?
No, look at here.
Well, the way I ain't seen it on my screen.
The change of view.
I changed my view. All right, I'll change my view and see. All right, okay, gallery view. All right. Hi, Miss Curry, how are you? You're quiet, man. That's not good.
Hi, I'm fine, thanks. I put a note in the chat to say that I'll be right back a while ago.
No, I didn't see it. I didn't see it. I didn't see it. I was trying to get on, you know, these Mac computers.
I was here when you came back. I have a Mac. They're perfectly fine.
Okay, all right, you see it. I don't know why you marked this. I don't know why you marked this here. Next time I wouldn't even bother to ask.
Like the people that say, hey, get.
Yeah, look for that. Maybe it's my location. If you recognize it, I'm not in my normal location. So that might.
Well, don't try to tell us where you are.
No, I won't.
All right?
I would.
Yeah, sure? Okay, all right.
let's refocus. Yes, any comments, questions on Women in Calypso, divas, or anything?
Well, this year would have been historical with the 1, 2, 3.
Yes, that. Mm-hmm.
And I still find, you know, the newspapers didn't really highlight it in the way, you know. I
wonder why.
Yeah, you know, that should have been something historical to talk about, you know.
And get the PR that it deserves.
Yeah, and to actually study the calypsos itself too, that the women were delivering, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, the topic they dealt with.
Yeah, with Terry winning the top 20 calypso of the year, you know, with Megan, you know. Could you imagine if the borders weren't closed, you know?
Oh yeah, she would have been out of
here. To get across the, you know.
Yeah.
It's something.
I am still, on another note, I'm still not seeing papers from some people. I wouldn't call anybody's name, but I'm still haven't received any papers from some people. I don't know if it lost in the mail or if it went by Crystal and he sent it to me, but.
So you received my paper, correct?
No.
My paper was submitted on Canvas and sent via email to you to both your email addresses.
My 2 email addresses, okay. I could check.
On time.
On time. Okay. Okay, boss, if you say so.
Avoidance of doubts.
I haven't done it.
Yeah, check Canvas, Crystal, and see again.
Yes, sir, I will.
Yeah. Because Christian, I haven't seen the quiz marks.
They should be there.
Hey, but you know I don't go on Canvas, so,
All
so
right.
you need to send it to me.
But Chris, the marks had to change.
Tell us why.
Let me the question about the first Calypso female tent was the queens, not the divas.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's 1992.
I've just resent it.
Okay, thank you. On your Mac?
On your mark.
On my map.
That's how you marks out, boy.
Oh, Lord, a little easy. Yeah, all right. So, question, if you send the quiz marks to me, please, and whatever papers you still have. I don't want to go into Christmas with this on my mind.
That would be on your mind?
Yeah. It will be, trust me. And you know,
That's
anyway,
encouraging to hear, though, I must say.
yeah?
That's
What?
encouraging to hear.
Yeah. Gotta do the way you have to do. All right, folks, 10 to 6. Any questions? I think I've covered this module on women in Calypso. I don't know. Roxanne, anything?
No.
Again, you get your headphone and mic and speaker.
Yeah.
Well, things looking up for 2021.
My husband thought I should get this.
Very well. See, you're caring over me now.
Whatever. You received my my paper?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Caring men still live in TNT.
Yes, they are caring men.
Is that an argumentative essay or definitive?
Just a simple statement.
No, I will agree with you, sir. Yeah, still caring men. I have one, thank God.
And we have to say this in the midst of all that's happening around us. We expect to know that. Folks, all right, I hate to leave you all for today, but
Again?
I'm not gonna say again.
Left us already.
Well, for the final time today. So I see you all on Thursday, please God.
Yeah. Bye.
Continue your Christmas events and your shopping and all that.
We have work to do.
Permission.
Assignments.
Yeah, what?
You still have assignments.
Assignments. We have plenty of work.
That's part of your Christmas shopping.
No, at all. Oh, Jesus.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Good evening, everybody.
Same to you.
Same to you, Stacy.